My name is Rowcotsky. I'm an architect by trade, licensed in the state of Colorado. And before accepting my current position as a BIM manager at Davis Partnership Architects, I worked as a production architect for about 10 years, from 2009 to 2019. We had problems with siloed information. A lot of people were keeping things in different places on the server or on their local machines, managing and enforcing certain office standards, graphic standards, BIM standards. The biggest issue that I identified was an ongoing effective training program for the staff. So I first heard about Pinnacle from our previous BIM manager, Alice Santman. She had briefly explained the concept to me and thought when compared to the other alternatives, it made a lot of sense to me. A training program that could be effectively managed by a small group or even one person. What I really liked was the idea of these metrics that could be collected and visualized on the back end. And could easily prove return on investment. And we had all our ducks in a row, budget had been approved, and we were on schedule to implement Pinnacle office-wide. And then COVID hit with all the stay-at-home orders and subsequent unfortunate yet necessary spending freezes. I was told to halt our payment to Pinnacle. The check and the purchase order were signed and ready to go out the door. It's just really bad timing. After I took some time to reflect on my original intent for bringing Pinnacle Series to Davis Partnership, I kind of shook it off and realized that Davis had made a commitment, I had made a commitment, and I had a responsibility to see it through. So it was time to get creative. Haley and Jake agreed to let us continue with the 90-day pilot free of charge. It was a risk they were willing to take because they believe in the product so much, which spoke volumes to me. It was instrumental in making the case to the partners. If they were willing to give that portion of their time and effort, without spending a dime, then they know that they have a good product. We were able to gain a lot of insight into what people were accessing and searching, and all the supporting reference materials that they were using through Pinnacle. The results of the Knowledge Smart assessments were really interesting to look at, just based on where I had put some of these people and where they thought they were, where I thought I was. It really kind of equalized and set the bar for understanding skills gaps and understanding where we lie within just like one really easy metric. We got a lot of anecdotal feedback from people. They really enjoyed using the program. Even the people that were kind of hesitant at first saw the value almost immediately after they began with their customized training. We had to make the argument that even when things were slow and uncertain, while spending anything is a tough decision to make, this was actually the perfect time to implement a training program. If you can save 3 minutes a day per person with like an average billing of $100 an hour, that's like a $350,000 annual savings, which is 10 times the cost of Pinnacle. The other thing that, beyond the bottom line, beyond the money, we were able to make the case that rather than scrambling to hire people, when we get an influx of work, that we needed to optimize and upscale the existing human capital, the people we already work with, to show them and to remind them that our employees really are our greatest assets. If we can improve upon the people that we already know and trust, we're going to be better off. When we invest in our own, we grow our own.